Hello and welcome back to the Ironman Progress series. It's been a little while since I've played properly. I went home for a bit and that was nice. Yeah, I've come across something I really wanted to explore, which is upgrading my gear. As you can see, my gear is particularly terrible. At the moment, Armadillo is like my best range gear. My weapon, I've got the Decimator, but I'm currently using the Royal Crossbow because I got myself some criminal bolts, the ruby ones enchanted, which give a 5% chance to hit your opponent for 20% of their life points and hit yourself for 10% of your life points. It caps at 10k damage to the NPC, and I think it caps at like a certain amount for you as well. Um, so yeah, it seems pretty promising. I thought it could be quite useful for Araxi, followed by then the Diamond Criminal Bolts, which I am going to be using at the Araxi phase because I am scared that if this hits me for 10% of my health is 10k, I'm going to get hit for a k. It could end up specking me out if I manage to mess up like a prayer switch. It's not a massive deal, it probably won't happen, but I thought I'd bring these across instead, and they give a 5% chance to hit with 100% accuracy and deal up to 15% more damage, which might be quite nice. I've brought along my hooded Runescape T, which increases the ranged ammunition special effect chance by 20% of its current chance. So this has a 5% chance of activating. With this, that is then increased to 6% because 20% of that 5% is 1%. So yeah, that's how that works. Anyway, I'm gonna just crack on. Let me go in. I'll show a bit of the kill. I normally don't talk much during this, but I figured I would because I'm normally pretty silent during all of these. I'm so good that is the path. I really need the leg middle, so I'm going to be doing the middle, even though it kind of annoys me a bit. I've not prepped very well for this. Right, that, and you get my prayers on, and F. There we go. I need to do my aura, but I'm scared I'm going to get Supreme Sharpshooter. There we are. I did use anticipation early, and it looks like it's like just yeah, that seems to happen with me a lot now. Is anticipation doesn't seem to work too well for me, which is sad. But I'm used to it now, you know. These hits are alarmingly low. I thought this was going to be a really solid idea, and now I'm thinking, no, this is a stupid idea, man. I'm actually quite worried about this. Oh no, we're getting. Oh, okay, there we go, an 11k. Like that's pretty cool. I'm taking that. Also, I'm really low on Sarah Brew flasks, so I'm going to be tanking it up on sharks, and that is why I brought my Asylum Surgeon's ring, just because, you know, I'm going to need that extra adrenaline if I can get it. Yeah, it looks like I am going to be just holding out for those big hits. The thing's not even burning, man. So the first phase took like 2 minutes, so it's actually not looking like it's better to do this method. I mean, there is something else I can get to improve the odds of these activating. I can't remember what it is, and it'll increase it to about 7.5%, I believe. But even then, I'm feeling a little bit like this was a a bad shout. But again, I'm just experimenting, you know, trying to figure out my gear and my setups, and clearly my thought process regarding this was a little bit flawed. So someone came for a house viewing right as I got to the Araxi phase, and I completely forgot they were coming, so I had to stop, and I died, which was rough, but I managed to get myself a kill, and oh, it's absolute dog shit. Of course it is, of course it is. Kill 2, let's see how this goes. That was a really rough one because I ran out of overloads, but we got there. Oh, fucking hell, man. So, we are actually very close to getting 99 rune crafting now, which is going to be brilliant. It's just another 99, just done and gone with, no more worries with regards to that. I'm worried my microphone's a little bit low, hang on. Oh no, that's as loud as it gets apparently. Right, yeah, so I've been doing this through different methods. Some of it has been really AFK at Runespan, other times it's just been coming to the Abyss and doing blood runes or nate runes. I've changed it up a little bit just for runes I wanted at the time, which I know isn't efficient for experience, but for the sake of the account I figured it was a pretty solid shout. But there we go, 99 rune crafting, which is really cool. Really glad to get that done. It's one of my least favourite skills, mainly because on other accounts back in the day I've got it to 99 so many times I'm just a little bit sick of it now. But skill mastery provides the ability to find out your personal best rune type for the Rune Goldberg machine, so its skill cape perk is really, really useful. Yeah, two more 99s to go, which is pretty cool. We've got construction and agility, two which are very click intensive, and I'm going to have to find some time to really just sit down and train. I've been saying that for agility for ages. It just drags me down as agility, but construction I actually really like, so I suspect the order it's going to go is construction and then agility. But I've got some other news as well. I've also joined a clan. I've not been in a clan since League of Ironman, and that, of course, was a clan that I created on the first day of Ironman accounts coming out, and I've not touched since. It's well, I mean, for a while I was in it, and a few years it was pretty good, but it's pretty dead now. So I've joined a new clan, and yeah, I've joined their Discord. They're doing raids tonight, and that's something I want to look into. I don't know what their personal requirements are, if you need to have done raids before. However, I'm going to speak with them and figure out like what the crack is, and yeah, I guess for now I'm just gonna crack on, I guess. So I thought you bought the cape from Aubrey. Apparently you buy it in the Runecrafting Guild from someone called... Once I find them. Where are you? There, Laria, that's the one, Laria. So, yeah, what can I do? I want a skill cape, please. Thank you very much. Oh no, I always press that one. Right, we go back. Skill cape. Yep, I've got that money right here, actually. There you go. And once more. Can you just trade with it to get it? Yeah. Okay, that would have helped. Cool. So, use that on there. Hood them up. Brilliant. There we are. Much better going. And I actually need to do this for today. So, I just want to see how this perk works. If it's just going to tell me straight out. Do I need to activate? Oh, brilliant. Okay, so your personal best type of runes for the Rune Goldberg machine are Chaos runes. That's pretty cool. So I've been thinking about this series and the progress I'm making and the things I want to do. And, of course, the highest thing on there is PVM. It's the big one I really want to get into. Now, I'm going to explain sort of the issues I've had with PVM and how I'm going to overcome them. So, when I was a hardcore Ironman, which I was for many years on this account, I avoided pretty much all PVM stuff. The thing that I would risk is Giant Mole and Barrows. Aside from that, I was very hesitant to do anything else, just because I was so scared about losing the account, which was sort of understandable, maybe a little bit paranoid about it, because, let's be honest, like, I don't think I've died once at God Wars Dungeon 1 on this account, like, ever. So, yeah, it was a little bit maybe extreme, but because of that, I've missed out on a lot of PVMing throughout this account. Calfight King I did quite a few kills off, but I missed out on a lot of Calfight King when people were doing that all the time. Corporal Beast I've missed a lot out on. God Wars 1, 2, Nex, Raids, all this stuff has been missed, and because of that, the gear that I've got isn't particularly great. I'm using Superior Death Lotus as my sort of best range gear. I've got... I've got full masterwork, which needs to be upgraded, but to upgrade that I need to be doing, getting some malevolent things and some praisal things. And so I need to be looking at more stuff. Now, I have been doing some criminal bolts, and I've got some diamond enchanted and some ruby enchanted, because they're both sort of the kind of the main ones I see being used in setups and recommendations. So I've got those. I've got myself an illuminated god book, which is really, really helpful, and I've got things like the Death Touch bracelet, I've got the Look of the Dwarves for look enhancing, I've got the Asylum Surgeon ring, I've got Amulet of Souls, the Reaper necklace, but there's a lot of things I am missing. So if you give me a second, I'm just going to get up a big list of everything I want to get on this account. So this is currently RuneWiki, and I'm just looking at some of the best in slot equipment. Now, one thing you're going to notice is I have quite literally, throughout all of this, only really got 2, maybe 3 of these items, 4 at a push. So, for example, here on the power non-degradable, I've got Bando's gloves and boots, I've got the Tokar Calquette, and I've got an illuminated god book. Don't have any anima core stuff, I don't have any brawler necklaces, a champion's ring, which I was quite interested in, actually. I was just wondering what, price this stuff was at, actually. Just going on a bit of a tangent, but 444k for a warrior ring, and Heart of the Warrior is 2.7 mil. Interesting. So, yeah, obviously, I don't have that at the moment. I was looking at the tank degradable stuff. I don't have any of the Actos shit. Don't have any malevolent things. Superior Reef Walker's Cape, I believe I've got the stuff to make that, and I do have a Leviathan ring, and obviously an Amulet of Defense is achievable. don't have. I've got the base masterwork, but I don't have the trimmed stuff. And in order to get the trimmed masterwork stuff, I need to be getting some masterwork trim. In order to make masterwork trim, I need malevolent essence and Praesiolic essence, which I can only get from breaking down or using up Torva equipment or malevolent equipment, requiring me to kill Nex or to defeat the what's it? What's the boss called? The Rise of the Six? That's the one, isn't it? Yeah, and again, this is all bosses I've never done before because I was so scared as a hardcore to lose my account. So I'm trying to find the best way to start this off, and if I now just get rid of all of this stuff that I've opened up, and go to ranged armor, if I were to focus solely on range for the time being, the best thing to go for would be the Animacore stuff of Zamorak, Armadillo gloves and boots, which I don't actually have on the account, a Farsight sniper necklace, a Stalker's ring, an illuminated god book, or of course Elite Serenic, which isn't going to happen. I do have Ascension grips, but yeah, essentially what I really want to look at doing is just focusing each episode on obtaining one of these best in slot things. So as well, if I go to weaponry, if I go back to my account, weaponry is a huge issue at the moment. My best weapon at the moment is in fact a tier 87 bow. It is not good enough. Now, I have been doing some Araxi. Again, I feel like the chances of me ever getting enough noxious things within sort of the next few weeks is quite slim. And certainly once I get my noxious things, the first thing I want to make is the scythe rather than a bow. Now, the alternative, which is the thing I want to roll for, is getting all of the Ascension Signets that I need. I've currently got this many keys, which is obviously not enough to get all of the Ascension Signets I need. I was very lucky with the Secundus ones. I got those pretty much like... They were in the same inventory, and I believe it was my second inventory of keys, and I was taking about 15 keys with me. So I got those pretty early on. So what I think I'm going to be doing for the next sort of video and for the progress in the time being is focusing a lot of my recorded efforts on obtaining more keys, using those keys and getting myself Ascension bows, because once I've got those, I'm laughing. You know, I'm then able to use the Ascension bows with these criminal bolts and do some real good DPS, and that in itself will really help Araxor to speed up my kills, because my kill time is particularly low at the moment. I'm getting like 8 to 10 minute kills. I mean, if I go on the Beast tab here, it'll show me exactly what my best kill is. Yeah, my best kill is 7 minutes and 19 seconds, which is not very good at all. I need to be getting that down to 5 minutes, really, is my goal at the moment. Yeah, so for the time being, I wanted to just sort of come to that and really just get that out there so that for next video, you know what the crack is and I know what the crack is, because I've been sort of putting off really committing to that. There's other little things I want to commit to as well, like getting full Armadillo just because I need those gloves and boots. So, you know, that might be part of next video. And yeah, aside from maybe some little things, the main focus is just going to be getting better gear for this account. Rather than focusing on just bossing, it's directed. It's like, right, we're going to sit at, you know, the Rurari or whatever AFK for 20 hours and just smash it out, get all those keystones. The chances are as well, I am going to probably start using these keystones once I get them to 50, just because I'm thinking that if I can get them early, it just saves me having to go back and get more of them. But for now, I'm under the assumption that until I get probably about 50 of each, with the exception of Secundus, I'm not going to be going back to them. So yeah, that's it for sort of what I've got here. Now, I understand this video has been a little bit lacking in content. I've been a bit busy. I am starting up my own games company, and it's quite an interesting venture. It's sort of like a side project, and I've got a few people working on that, and it's setting up all the legalities around it and finalizing a team and producing a business case and a project plan and breakdown structures and flow diagrams and timelines. It's a very the starting up of this company is very taxing in terms of time, so I have been a little bit shy of time. That's why I've actually focused on runecrafting, because it was the only skill left here that I could AFK, and that's how I managed to get that to 99 this time round. But once that first sort of, you know, once the company's up and running a bit better, it's going to be a lot easier for me to get some real content in as well. I'm hoping to go to raids tonight, and if I can, I'm hoping to get something good. because as well I haven't forgotten about the essence of finality, that we literally have everything almost in the bank just chilling. I haven't forgotten about that, and getting the pieces I need to disassemble for that is on the priorities list as well. I just think taking a step back and focusing on things I can do effectively now, like getting the keys, is going to be a bit more beneficial than just trying to go for the best in slot stuff that I currently don't have the equipment to effectively go for. But anyway, that's going to be it for this video. I appreciate that it's been a bit of a short one, well, not short, but short in content. And I appreciate everyone's support with the channel. It's been really weird coming back, and I've really enjoyed it. I'm loving every second of it. So, yeah, thanks for all the support, and I will see you lot in the next video.